Hey, everybody. We're so glad you're here. Dr. Rachelle is in the house. We got some good things coming up. We got a great guest today. Tell us where you're coming in from. My name is Melody. For those of you just joining in, Rachelle, how the heck are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just laughing because imagine my video not working and I just see the beach ball spinning and I'm like, am I going to actually be able to? Yeah, there's something with technology streaming that has the word stream in it, whether it's StreamYard, Restream. I don't even know what the other stream is, but for some reason it does not like my computer every time lately. I don't know what it is, but I'm good. I'm happy. It's great guest today and I get to see you. And I'm wondering why you've got something different about you today. So what's up with that?
Well, honestly, I've told you that, and I want to say hi to Carly. Hey, Carly. Woo, thank you for
Hey.
joining us. So we've got some celebrations coming up. I feel like I'm in the presence of royalty with you and our guests coming up. But the first thing is I want to say congratulations to you on being one of the 30. Here we go. You are being recognized as one of 30 K through 12 IT influencers or ed tech influencers. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. That's why I'm not on the list. But no, that is so cool. I feel like and then our guest coming up has had quite a few awards as well. And I just feel like, I'm in the presence of royalty, ed tech royalty. And deservedly so. You all work so hard on constantly learning the new technology, sharing it with others, blogging about it. Yes, Carly,
Thanks,
congratulations.
Carly.
Yes, and then some of our other people in our community, Victoria Thompson, we've had on here. We've had the tech rabbi on here. We've had Alice Keeler on here. I know I'm missing other people, and I'm terrible. So if you made the list, congratulations. But of course, as my good friend Rachelle, congratulations.
Thank
I'm so happy
you.
for you.
You're too kind, too complimentary, too kind. But yeah, it was a surprise to see that because somebody had posted it and they tagged me on it, and I just figured it was just for me to look at because I'm always curious to see who I know that's on there and where people are joining in from. And then I scrolled down and saw my name. I'm like, oh, okay, well. It's nice to be included and be amongst everybody else that's on there. So yeah, congratulations to everybody that is on that list, and just gives you the inspiration or motivation to keep on doing the work and sharing and all of that. So yeah. So thank you.
I love it. And we're going to have some more celebrations. So if you're watching, we want to know some of your celebrations. And before we get to there, we have an amazing guest on, and I feel like she might be my new best friend. So, but tell us how you know Kathi Kersznowski. And Kathi, I should have asked you how to say your name before you came on. I'm going to pull you up. I hit the wrong button. But tell us how you know Miss Kathi here. And I feel like you guys have a good connection.
Yeah, as with so many people we know just through social media and being involved in different conferences and Microsoft innovative educator groups, you name it. There's all of these different groups that we're ambassador communities that we're involved in, and just getting to meet, I think officially, I want to say EST, gosh, I can't remember if it was the one in Philly. No, it wasn't the one in Philly. I think it was the one before Philly, which I can't remember if that was Chicago now at this point. It might have been Philly. I don't know. But we've met a couple times in person, and it's always so good. You're a real person. But yeah, so I've known her and just get to connect in a lot of different opportunities. Recently, the Microsoft Education Exchange, which was awesome. So I was thankful for that. And I've been reading, working on reading and sailing the seven seas. So she does so much and shares everything and all of her knowledge. But I talk about you so much because anytime I do a presentation, I talk about scavenger hunts or getting students up and moving. I'm always sharing the flip hunt. And I'm like, I do not know enough about this, but this is who you need to go to check it out, to learn about it. So anyway, we're so glad to have you today.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me here. And I think we met face to face in person where we could hug and that kind of thing at Merge headquarters. It was either TCEA or EST in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's exactly where it was. Right. That was a lot of fun that night, getting to be there with them and see all of the first headsets that they were making. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep.
Yeah.
I love this that you were doing. And so I follow and I'm friends with a lot of people that are in the AR, VR. And I'm just curious, like, why is it important to you and like your role as an educator? Why are y'all so into it? I'm just curious.
I'll go first. But it's because it's exciting. It's exciting. I wish there was something like this when I was a kid. These are virtual manipulatives, virtual worlds, places where you can go in for like a full immersion experience. So it's just highly engaging. And we're not looking at flat pictures in a book anymore to learn things. We're picking them up, we're spinning around and seeing them and above and below ourselves. That we're with a Merge Cube, you hold it in your hand. There's just nothing cooler. So if you want to get kids to learn, put something like that in their hands.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't, well, my headset, which I could see it across the room over there, and it's purple, imagine that. But like with the cube, if I would have had this in 9th grade geometry, I wouldn't have gotten a half year of Fs on my report card. Like if I could have held this, or even in science, like being able to look at this and see the planets in the solar system and to develop my own understanding of where they are in relation to one another and to hold it, like you said, like those manipulatives, the hands-on learning, dissect a frog. I'm trying to think biology, 10th grade, we were really dissecting real things and frogs. And my partner didn't want any part of that. And so I had to take that on. But now you can use things like this where you are simulating that dissection of the frog without all of the side, the smell and anything like that, and the cost, and you could do so much with it. So yeah, I totally agree with Kathi.
That's so cool. And I love that you said it's magical. And I told you this earlier, but you look magical. And I love that I told you to wear a prop and you put your cape on, which you deserve, because you've also been recognized as someone to follow in the AR, VR. So I hope people will take the time, if they're not already following you. Down below, I put on the ticker. But yes, I love your background. It's so magical, and that you're able to create that for others. So cool. And
I was going to just share my, because I shared it with you. This is a $14 photo backdrop from Amazon, and I'm in my basement office, and I hang it from the drop ceiling with paper clips, and I have about 5 or 6 of them that I can swap out. So it's really just a cheapy thing.
I love it.
Thanks.
It's good. Oh yes, and I think I'm going to have to do that, because I told you that I'm in my room now, and it's kind of weird. I like being in my school room more, but because it looks better, but this gives me less glitch. Have you noticed that I have less glitch recently?
I think Rachelle? I've taken on your glitch. Fairly certain. Yeah, but I actually think I have noticed. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're so glad you're here. And I just shared Rachelle's, oh my gosh, I just showed on the comments, Rachelle's her EdTech magazine and being in the top. And we talked about some of the Kathi, you have some awards too. And if you're watching, let's just take a minute and celebrate. If there was any year to really celebrate people, like Rachelle was saying earlier, like this is the year to really help everybody feel good. And sometimes, oh, look, yes. Did we see this? So tell us a little bit about some of the celebrations that y'all are having. If you're watching, we want to hear your celebrations too. And Kathi, I know you have some things to celebrate. Do you mind sharing with us?
Well, I'm still celebrating the book because it's less than a year old. So it still feels new to me, and it hit during a pandemic. So we're just kind of like drawing out this birthday of this book, probably the only one I'll ever write, but I do love it. So that's still a celebration for me. Before we came on, you were asking, Melody said to me, do you have a tiara? No, not on hand. Like, I haven't really, but I reached over, I'm like, I have a trophy. So I shared this. This was in 2019, and it's just one of my proudest accomplishments. Flipgrid named me their Student Voice Ambassador of the Year, and this was like on stage in front of 1,000 people at Flipgrid Live. That was a really big deal to me. Recently, an organization in Europe named me one of the top 100 people in AR/VR. Sorry, is it 150 in AR/VR EDU, and that was an honor. So those are some professional ones. And personally, I just revealed like a week ago, I finally paid off my mortgage. Our mortgage is paid off. Like, they're freaking out.
I saw that. That's awesome. That's a big celebration.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. High five. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes.
All I've got is happy Monday. I should write on here high five.
You can write whatever you want. And here's the thing. I love this because right now it's like we have to find those things to celebrate and that fills us up. And I love that you talked about some professional things and some personal things, because we're not like a teacher 24/7. We're a human being that has outside hobbies and things that we enjoy. And you had an amazing weekend. You shared, you took a trip on like a little tiny, like I loved it. I love your adventures. Do you like to travel and go different places?
More than life itself. That's my number one favorite thing. And when the pandemic hit, more than anything else, this is so geek of me, I just miss ed tech conferences, because this is what brings me joy. So it's my job, but it's my hobby and it's my passion. So it's gone beyond the job and it's become my tribe, my family, and I love to be around people like you two. For the stories, for the fact that we share the same feelings and the same passions, and just to get to know and learn from you all so that I can become better. Like, that's my favorite thing in the world. And I can't wait until I can go to conferences again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this?
Oh, Mel is here. Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel, she is so excited. I'm
Oh my
sorry,
gosh.
I'm not doing it in order.
I love
love
when
it,
Mel
Mel.
joins in.
Yes.
And Mel, yes, all the things. No, you are not spamming, Mel. We love your excitement. Mel, but tell us what you're celebrating too. If you're watching, and we do have a few people watching, what are you celebrating? And it can be like Kathi. She has both professional and personal. I had a great weekend. I will say personally that this was probably one of the best Mother's Days that I've ever had. My husband really did well. And it was just so fun. Oh my gosh, here's my biggest celebration. I have actual friends in my neighborhood. I don't know if they are watching, but Corey and Kelly have kind of taken me in their mom circle. And I haven't had that for like 2 years. So she's, yes. And that is a celebration.
I'm alive.
Celebrating, I am alive. Yes, I love it. So we are so happy for you. I'm going to give Mel a virtual high five for being alive.
I'll give another
awesome.
high five. She's so funny. Oh my gosh.
She is, and supportive.
We need to have Mel on. Mel, yes, you are coming on because we don't have to worry about such a big time difference. It's only an hour difference. So you are going to have to come on. That's a situation here for reals. Well, I'm for reals right now that you're going to have to come on and join us. So just saying, clear your calendar. Clear your calendar.
Oh, we got Dr. Harvey in the house.
All right.
Yes.
He's in the book. He's one of our featured educators in the book.
Nice.
Because he's awesome.
So, and congratulations on your book. So tell us a little bit, and I'm going to put your link, and if you follow this link that I'm dropping, you can see Kathi's blog, you can see her book, you can see everything. So tell us a little bit more about your book, Kathi.
Oh, well, there wasn't a book at the time. There wasn't a book about Microsoft education. Tons of googly things out there, right? But nobody had written a book. So I co-authored this with my dear friend, Becky Keene, who lives in Seattle, and I'm in New Jersey. So we're on opposite coasts. And it was fun to co-author a book about Microsoft products using Microsoft products the whole time. So we wrote it in OneNote. We each had chapters that we took and things that we did. We interviewed like 80 people from all over the world. We collected their stories. Michael Harvey is one of them. And we put their stories in the book. So it's a collection of stories from awesome educators around the world that fit into what we call the 7 C's. So it starts with community, and then it goes through, gosh, I always forget one, collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking, computational thinking. And then finally it ends with a chapter about change making, which is kind of the goal, right? We use all those other things to get to that final one. And we've got stories from all over the world that give great examples and honestly are just meant to inspire. It was we're celebrating others. Speaking of celebration.
Yes, I felt that. I love it. It's so magical. So now Kathi, this is like our meeting in real life. Okay. We're going to say when we met in real life, it was during the pandemic and it was virtual, but it was in real life. Okay. But you are so magical. Like, I love it. Like, I want to follow you and, get to know you even more, because I think that that's what also is like keeping us going, making those magical moments and then celebrating them and collaborating with them. Just like you said, this is what I live for right now. So cool. Yes. My goodness. And Dr. Harvey, you are watching. What are you celebrating? Mel is celebrating being alive. Carly, if you're watching, what are you celebrating? Rachelle, are you celebrating anything else too?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, it was a good week last week, and just got involved in some of those different giveaways and things, both as a winner of some of the giveaways. So that was exciting, because I can get some things one thing I won, I can use for my classroom. So that's awesome. I'm always excited about that. And just people that joined in one of the giveaways for giving away some of my books. So I was celebrating, like writing, getting to send those, of which Dr. Harvey is going to get one. So I don't know how long it's going to take for it to get to him in New Zealand, but it'll be on its way. And his birthday. Yay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Michael.
You should sing. You should sing.
I'm going to sing. You all can join me. We're going to sing to, ready? Happy birthday to you. No, here's the thing. I can't sing it like a dirge. I have to sing it like some sort. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Harvey. Happy birthday to you. See, I can't sing it like a dirge. So happy birthday. Okay, yes.
Put the hat on. Woo! Yay, happy birthday. It is Michael's birthday. Yeah, Mel, and your turn to sing. Free.
Yes. That is so cool. And yesterday you were also on something that I think is cool. I have never seen that you can be like an Amazon influencer, but you were on Dr. Ed's. It's crazy. And it was so funny because you were having some tech. It was a really good program, but you had some tech issues. And it was funny because he said, "I'm so glad you're here, Rachelle." And then right after that, you disappeared. It was hysterical.
Here, I'm going to take us back off because it's sitting on the chair. But I've gotten to meet him a couple of times, and we had a chat, like a live Zoom kind of chat I don't know, it's probably a month or so ago. And then he does a lot of work. He did some presentations there was a conference that was Brainstorm 2021. It was with VISTI, the Virginia affiliate of ISTE, and he did a presentation on artificial intelligence. And he's just so interesting to talk to, so inspirational, and he does so much for educators. So he put that together, and we had a conversation. Of course, as technology often, and at least in my world, was not fully functional yesterday, and it seemed to be fine. But there were times where, like this, I froze on the screen, and my mom was sending me a message, like texting. She's like, "You're frozen. There's nothing I could do because the beach ball's spinning." And then at the very end, for the last, 8 or so minutes, there was nothing, and I couldn't even get it from my screen. It was long over, and it was still open on my computer. But we were having a really good conversation. I really enjoy listening to him talk and drive the conversation a little bit about different topics and things that he takes away from what you're saying. And it also makes you think about things differently. So I definitely enjoyed the first, like when we first met and talked, and then the conversation yesterday, except I felt so bad for the tech problems just because he had put so much into that and all that he does. But I mean, there's nothing you can do. So it will be, I think he takes some parts of it, like B-roll footage, and then does some audio, of course. So the audio, you can kind of cut that out, but no, it was really good, and people were joining in. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could go live on Amazon.
I know. It's with Restream is what it is, and it goes out to all of these different. Yeah. So, but it looks very, very much similar to what you see in StreamYard because of the comments and the private chat and everything, but. It just didn't like me yesterday for some reason. So it's what it is.
Okay. So Kathi, did you know that you could go live in Amazon?
No, way over my head.
Yes, it was so fancy. And here, Mel, seriously, so fancy. And here's the thing. if you're putting content out, and Kathi, you're putting content out, and we have books, like you can actually you can become an Amazon influencer. It's a lot easier than other social medias to be an influencer on it. But that was something that was so cool. Anyway, that is great. I loved it. Kathi, before we play our Would You Rather, what are you into? What is working? What's going on in your world that you are doing right now? What are some projects you're working on?
All right, so I'm going to share another personal one because I was talking to you guys about it. Personally, right now, I'm working on me. This was the year I finally, after, I would say 5-6 years of hyper intense ed tech all the time, 24/7, whatever, giving up everything to do that. The pandemic did it to me. I've taken a step back, and I've taken some time for me. I've said no to projects that I've been asked to do or ambassadorships because I just couldn't give it my all, and I needed to give that time back to myself, to my husband, to my son, my family. So I've been working on me, and but there's a little piece of tech that's been coming in there. And so I was sharing with you earlier, this is so cool. There's a guy, an ed tech friend named Brett Salakas out of Australia, and Dr. Michael Harvey knows him too. He has turned me on to this thing called the Conqueror Virtual Challenges. So these are like, I feel like I'm doing marathons, but I'm not doing marathons. I don't run, I walk. And you pick one. This was the Mount Everest one. It was 40 miles. And you can take as long as you want to do those 40 miles. You could do it in a week, which I'm not going to do, or you could do it over like 2 months or something. And you just kind of self-enter your things, but it's an accountability piece. You get virtual postcards along the way. Every 20%, they plant a tree. So they're doing an eco-friendly thing. So it's a little bit of tech meets eco-friendly meets some kind of a extrinsic reward, which I seem to need to exercise. And this has been huge for me as I'm trying to get a little bit healthier, eat healthier. And I did one before that called the Inca Trail. And these are real medals. Can you hear them? They're like metal. Like my husband runs marathons and gets them, or half marathons. And I did the English Channel. So these were the Conqueror Virtual Challenges. And it's really been helping me celebrate and take care of me. That's a pet project I've been working on. And it's working. I'm doing some dieting too and just feeling better.
Awesome.
That is so cool. Like, sorry, Dr. Harvey's crazy. That is so cool. And like, I want to do that. Do you have the link to do that? Because I think that's something that I really want to do.
Well, while Rachelle answers this question, I'm going to see if I can find that link, and I'll drop it in the chat for you.
Yes. Do you have a question for Rachelle?
Yeah, Rachelle, I wanted to know what you're working on. What's your passion project right now? What are you personal growth-wise?
Wait, would you say personal growth-wise?
Or professional?
Or professional.
There's a lot going on right now. Definitely, well, I'm working on edits on I guess it will be the 7th book, but it was technically the 6th book, but things kind of got shifted. So I am finishing up those edits. So it will be, I guess, the 7th book. And I don't have any other books lined up to write, but which is fine because I think I'm good. So I was working on some different coding and things with my students, with some different platforms, artificial intelligence, just learning a little bit about that. And the applicability of those and the need for, especially like last week, I was on with Adam File, Carl Hooker. We were talking about computer science in K through 12 and the increasing need for students to have those skills and what we can do about, bringing more students into those opportunities. So in my STEAM class, I've been really trying to open up curiosities, or I guess spark some curiosity for my students with it, but also build my own skills. So that's, I don't know. I'm working on a lot of different things, lots of projects, trying to get back to reading and, making time for walks and my guitar practicing. So I'm not still playing the same thing I've been playing for like a year and a half, but I'm not even good at that thing at this point, but it's okay. One day at a time.
I bet you're awesome.
Yeah.
All right. You're humble, but you're awesome at most things. All right. Are you ready to play Would You Rather?
I would rather.
All right. So let me get my Would You Rather sign. Okay. So I chose Although these, well, we'll see. You said something about like celebrations, and I couldn't find any. So it's just going to be random. Question 1.
All right.
Would you rather chug a gallon of eggnog in 15 seconds or eat 300 sugar cookies in 15 minutes? Cookies. That's all I'm going to say. For me.
Oh my gosh. This is like not a celebration. Okay, wait. I am a sugar cookie person. But did you say 300 sugar cookies in a 15-minute?
Yeah, or chug a gallon of eggnog in 15 seconds.
Where's my just say no problem?
You don't have one.
I probably would have to do. Oh gosh. Well, thank God that Dr. Harvey could actually do one of these eggnog. I'm with you, Mel. I don't think I could do either of them without like losing it.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you, Kathy?
Oh, definitely cookies for sure. And then I would have to do more Conqueror challenges to work off 300 of those babies.
Yeah, definitely with that. Although I think if I drank that eggnog, I would probably not feel well for like a good week. So I'd go with the cookies. Okay, question 2. Would you rather never eat candy again or never play in the snow again? Now, I know we probably don't all go out and run out and play in the snow, but just pretend.
Well, go ahead, Kathy.
Well, I was going to say, let's let you go first since you're the Alaskan goddess.
Oh my God. Thank you. That was so sweet. No one's ever called me that.
That's your next tiara. The Alaskan goddess.
I'm gonna get that on a decal of some sort.
Oh
I would love to never play in the snow again. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna. Mel wants the snow. Go to the snow.
Go to the snow.
What about you?
I'm no snow.
I'm no snow. Yeah. I need the candy. Yeah. Okay, this one's funny. Would you rather be arrested for impersonating Santa Claus or for stealing presents?
For impersonating Santa Claus, because that would just be such a great story Monday morning at work.
Right.
That's good. That's a good answer.
I'd like that answer. I'm stealing that answer too.
I'm gonna steal presents because I like presents.
Okay.
Melody's gonna be a porch pirate. That's her next life.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's funny. Would you rather be one of Santa's workshop elves or a 13-inch walking, talking nutcracker for the rest of your life?
I would rather be an elf.
Me too.
You're not answer that one. I think I gotta go with elf.
Oh my gosh.
I don't see myself cracking nuts for the rest of my life.
Just
cracking nuts. Really, for real.
Oh,
I'm telling you what.
I'm going with elf.
I don't think
for sure.
I don't want to be on I don't want to be cracking nuts either.
Okay. So
I want to know Dr. Harvey's arrested as Santa Claus. Okay, you have time. You got a few more minutes, Dr. Harvey. Let us know how that all went.
Yeah, he could answer. Okay, next question. Nothing to do with holidays. Would you rather live in ancient Rome or ancient Greece?
Oh.
I'm going with Greece.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably. I want to go with Rome because I could just like totally rock that toga vibe. I think that's it. Maybe Rome.
Okay. I would probably.
But they had togas in Greece. They had togas in Greece too. I feel like Rome took a lot of their culture, so it probably had robes and both, right? But I just don't want to be fed to the lions.
Yeah, well, that wasn't an option. Like, just assume that wherever you chose to go, that you would be okay. Like, you wouldn't have that. That wouldn't happen. So, I just make it up as I go. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, next one, and it just popped off my screen. Okay, so I'll ask you 2 more. Would you rather? And I don't know where it just went. That's unfortunate. Just a minute, technical difficulties. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Wonder Woman, girl power.
Me too. Wonder Woman it is.
We did that at the same time. Yeah, I knew Rachelle was going to say Wonder Woman. She looks like Wonder Woman. Look at that. We were like, we're awesome. That's what I'm saying right there. Yes, Wonder Woman. For sure.
Okay, last one. Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Michael Jackson? So random.
Oh. I feel like the world would be so unlucky if I ever tried either one.
Agreed.
Definitely not a good dancer. I'm not a good singer either. So, you know what? Put a couple drinks in me and I'd hang with Ariana.
I'm going to have to go with Ariana, like sing with her too, because I feel like I would get less made fun of just for singing, less dancing. Shaking my booty, it might not be the best thing right now.
Yeah, I'm going to dance off. Just nobody wants to hear me sing. And the sing off would not last very long. So at least I'd stand a chance with a dance off. Maybe.
So you're dancing off with Michael Jackson. Is this going to be like a moonwalking thing? Are you going all Thriller on us?
I will start with the moonwalk because I started with that I started with that a while ago. And then, yeah, I don't know. Sky's the limit on that one. I'd have to pull out some videos and I don't know. We'll see.
I could do the Roger Rabbit, but I definitely can't moonwalk.
My gosh, the Roger Rabbit. Oh yeah, I know what the Roger Rabbit is now. All right, never mind. Figured it out.
Yeah. Hear you. Well, I want to say, Kathi, thank you so much for coming on our show. I hope people will check out your website, and I'm going to drop it in there one more time. And I always ask everybody who joins us if they have any last words to say before we go. But I hope that people will take the time on the banner to follow you on Twitter if they're not already doing so. Oh, I missed this one. Sorry. Dr. Harvey says he wants to do, oh my gosh, the dance off. I would like to see that.
Nice.
But I'm going to put your website, and you can go to Kathi's website and learn all about her, follow her blog and her book. But do either one of you have any last words before we go?
No, just enjoy the week. Take time for some, I don't know, walk outside, guitar practicing, book reading. What else? Sugar cookie eating, maybe. I don't know. Just saying.
2 maybe, not 300.
Yeah. I don't know. No. I almost said, okay, Kevin.
Take time to take care of yourself this week. And you know what? For the rest of the school year, if you've got some of it left, because you're going to send the butt this year. So make sure that you make yourself and your family a priority. And when my dream comes true and EdTech conferences are back in person again, I'm a hugger. You're all getting a hug, and maybe we'll sing some Ariana Grande together.
We can. Let's do it. I just gave you both a hug. I love it, and I want to do an unconference where we just get together just to hug. I'm double vaccinated. I might hug somebody. I'm just saying. I know that's not politically correct. Whatever. Mel, I hope that your week is epic. Dr. Harvey, your week is epic. You guys take care. We'll see you again on Friday when Darren Tricarco is going to join us. And Kathi, I am so glad to have met you. Stick around after we end this broadcast. I'll just jump off. But I love your message of taking care of yourself and really going for it. You've inspired me today. So I'm so glad that you came on with us. But we'll see you guys on Friday.
See ya.
Okay.